progress isn't just about wetting your whistle.
Devil's Den.
Guess we'll see what he has to say. Kith'rak? What?
You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes, give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
The Kith'rak? What deal would he make with this devil?
You must help me, Raphael, for the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Lae'zel, Kith'rak Magir. The devil holds the key to freeing the Gith people. Right here, right now. You could seal our fate. Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
Am I invisible?
I'm glad you came.
At least someone is.
Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
Another party trick. Show me something real.
That was no party trick. Somebody's missing, can't you tell? That illithid you keep in your pocket can't hear us anymore.
Huh. What's the catch?
Clever. But when we first met, you promised me a cure, and, well, this isn't a cure.
I'd ask you to be patient, but you've been patient enough. Now is the time to speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though.
Wait. Orpheus?
Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
Go on.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now.
Perfect. Give it to me.
Such an eager little pup. Surely you realize there is an exchange to be made. You scratch my back, I scratch your parasite.
There it is. Of course.
Yeah, okay. I suppose you want my soul in exchange for the hammer?
You really do think highly of yourself. My sights are set on something much more valuable than your soul. Succulent though it would be. I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. And you, Lae'zel of Kith'rak, want to free the Forgotten Prince, do you not?
I want nothing more.
Then it is settled, is it not? A crown for a hammer. A bargain of a lifetime, Lae'zel of Kith'rak.
You're bargaining with me. And while I'm tempted, just for funsies, maybe tell me why you're so eager to get a hold of the crown.
I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Karsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic, a crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
Yeah, even I have to admit, the idea of you ruling all 9 hells doesn't fill me with joy.
The hells require order to function. It is what separates us from mortals and demons. With the crown, I would impose perfect order, unity, efficiency, control. My kingdom would control its borders and stay within them.
Why haven't you got hold of the crown already?
It was stolen from right under my nose all those centuries ago. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play.
Haha. It must really annoy you that some mortals managed to steal the crown when you couldn't.
Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Karsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Skvar! We should do as the devil asks. The Prince of the Comet must rise again.
Well put. I agree to the deal. Where do I sign?
What? You can't be serious.
Right here. You'll find everything is in order. The moment I have your signature, you will have the means to free Orpheus. The hammer. You guarantee the crown will be mine once the brain is defeated, and I swear that I will never use the crown to dominate a mortal.
And, just as a thought experiment, what happens if I don't give you the crown when the time comes?
I will come to collect. If you refuse to give me the crown, I collect your souls instead. And then we all gather in the House of Hope. Me dressed in my finest silks, you skinless, hanging from a hook to watch as your world dies.
Huh. That it? All right. Here we go.
Perfect. One more rhyme, for old time's sake. The master was slain within his own house. They dined on him both, the cat and the mouse. The hammer is yours. You will find yourself in Orpheus's presence before the end comes. When you do, shatter the chains that hold him. Be sure to keep the hammer safe until then. Your survival depends on it. And I'll keep your contract safe in my House of Hope. I'll be seeing you, and when I do, we dine.
The ink has barely dried, yet you feel a growing disquiet at what exactly you just signed. Perhaps a diabolus can offer some comfort. Or a way out. For a devil's bargain is a hard one to break.
One step closer. All right, I see you both want to talk. This is gonna go great.
In here I thought you had half a brain. How wrong I was. You signed a deal with Raphael. What were you thinking?
Huh. You seem upset. We needed this hammer, all right? I did what I had to do.
'Cause why would a devil ever lie to you?
Don't do that. It doesn't feel good to have you mad at me, but hold on. Raphael doesn't have my soul, though. If I abide by the contract, I owe him nothing.
What if you change your mind about giving him the crown? What if you decide that giving Raphael dominion over the Hells is a bad idea? And anyway, do you really expect him to keep his word? You think he'll stay far away from you forevermore, or will he come knocking again and again and again? As long as he has that contract, he owns you. I won't allow that.
You know, you can just say you love me. You don't have to yell. What do you want to do about it?
We're getting that contract back. You heard him, right? It's in his God's awful House of Hope. We need to find a way in. I swore I'd never return to the Hells. But for your soul, I'll make an exception. Just this once. We need to find a Diabolist. If we can find one worth their salt, they should be able to get us into that devil's lair. I'm getting in, getting your contract, and then I'm never setting foot in the Hells again.
Yeah, I love you too, you know.
I'd sooner have imagined shattering a planet with my bare fist than taking a deal with a devil. But we shouldn't regret the bargain, not for one instant. Raphael can have his crown, if it means breaking Prince Orpheus free.
Maybe you can help me explain that to, you know. But yeah, now we just need to get back into the astral prism.
The Emperor can't shut us out forever. The closer the Elder Brain, the closer we come to facing Orpheus in his own prison. Now, to the Cheres's Caress taproom. We must tell Voss the news.
No comment from over here?
The great devil grows sloppy. He makes his offer, but only after telling us where to find what we seek. The Orphic Hammer. And still you signed his contract. Perhaps it was the wiser course. But I have trouble believing our problems can be solved so easily.
When has any of this been easy?
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts.
Yeah, I'm, you know, just so glad to have you back.
And you. It's concerning that something could come between us like that. Especially when we are so close to the Elder Brain. Do you have any idea what it was?
Nope. Haven't the foggiest.
You didn't feel it? Then perhaps my protection. But I was sure. Never mind. We must press on. I will bolster your mental defenses and make sure this doesn't happen again.
Oh, goody.
You two have rocks for brains.
Voss, friend to the Comet.
Lae'zel of Kalir, warrior of warriors. Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir.
How is she the warrior of warriors when I have this?
The hammer?
Oh, shit.
How can it be that you came to possess it? Was it Raphael?
The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from the Lich Queen's tyranny. Can it be? Will the mighty Prince Orpheus soon illuminate the astral plane?
Gith's son will soon ride against Vah'k'rel, Voss, and I will follow him into battle.
And you will wield the greatest gift Mother Gith ever granted her dauntless children.
A silver sword. I will carry it for the honor of Gith, the great liberator, and her unforgotten son.
Vinisk, now that you have the hammer, you must find a way to enter the astral prism. Once inside, smash Orpheus's bonds. His cry will shake the plains, and I will fly to your aid. The Prince of the Comet will sear the heavens again. Let the Lich Queen tremble.
Think again. I will not permit your entry.
First, this one calls me a minion. And now you won't permit? I'll find a way to free Orpheus from your clutches, so shush.
Even if you could, you would relinquish your mind to the Elder Brain in so doing.
Questions, Vinisk? You seem to be lost in thought.
Again with the... You know, I'm just, realizing that getting into the astral prison will be complicated.
Yes, but you will meet this challenge, as you've met so many others.
Yeah, I have. So maybe call her underling as well next time. This jealousy isn't cute, is it? I'm sorry, Lae'zel, it's not your fault.
Since I was old enough to hold a blade, I've dreamt of wielding a silver sword. The swords cleave both meat and mind, body and brain. To swing one, mesmerizing. To be slain by one, agonizing. Everyone I bleed with the sword will be my tribute to Prince Orpheus.
How far you've come.
You recall another fact about silver swords. The Githyanki forbid their use by all other peoples.
I know only Githyanki may wield a silver sword, but, would you permit others? Because, you know, Karlach's still kinda mad at me, and I thought maybe it might be a nice gift?
Only Gith's children may wield swords of silver. Unless a Githyanki grants the right in exceptional circumstance. The Illithid Grandis Aeneas, the true heir is shackled. These are exceptional circumstances. I grant my allies the right to my silver.
You know, if only it wasn't a two-hander, because it's not really my thing, but, you know, I still shared your dream. A keen blade for an entire Geik massacre. If it was a short sword.
A dream we made reality. A Kith'rak silver sword is more than a weapon. It is an extension of your will, an entire limb unto itself. You merely need to think strike, and it strikes. The sword carves the correct path, and carries your arm with it. The ancient slates tell us that each sword holds a fragment of the living gate, a flesh portal made from the stuffs of nightmare.
The terrible living gate, thinner than a lamb's hair and hidden deep beneath the Feywild.
The silver injures the body, the gate's flesh injures the mind. A formidable weapon against Geich.
And everyone, but yeah. On to other matters.
Very well.
Well, while we're here, drink, yeah? Okay. Down to the bar. Not for you, Basket, you're underage. Actually, are you?
Hey, you paid Raphael a visit. I want to hear all about it.
Do you now?
Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on.
Something's off about this one. On your guard.
Oh. Raphael's latest client. Savior of the city, he says.
I at least hope you're right about saving the city.
The boss is always right. Even though he's so very wrong.
You're very enthusiastic. You really like working for Raphael?
More than anything. My old dwarfen master used to beat me and feed me scraps. Raphael treats me right and feeds me well. Better to feast in the hells than go begging in the heavens.
And what exactly is your job?
When I'm not keeping my eye on potential clients like you, I make sure the House of Hope is fully secure.
Surely the great Raphael can defend his own house.
When he's there, yes. But he's a busy man. Contracts and interests in many places and on many planes. This current crisis has him so busy, he's barely been home since he met you.
Really? Is that right? Well, security must be tight.
As a noose. Doesn't stop people from testing it, though. Devils often have prettier hordes than dragons. Sneaking thieves into their vaults is a lucrative business. Doesn't usually end well for the thieves. But sometimes the thieves are rich, smart, or well-connected enough to come back in one piece. Take our esteemed Lord Gortash, for example. Talking about this won't end well for either of us. So, if you'll excuse me, conversation's over. I've got to sober up and get back to work.
Challenge accepted.
Now, that there's a face I'd remember if I'd seen it. Welcome to Sharess's Caress. What can Hoots do for you, stranger? You got a taste for ale, I reckon? Or maybe... forget it. My new brew could drop you in the wink of a spectator's eye.
Look, we both know how this works. Rumors, jobs, anything. I want the details.
Oh, you're one of those types. Rude as you are sneaky. My business is slinging tankards, not hoarding secrets. I'd like to keep it that way. But you poke some folk hard enough, they're bound to squeal. And Mamselle Elmira there looks about ready to burst.
So, by poke, do you mean... never mind. Your new brew sounds potent. I'll give that a try.
Don't know about that, chum. Hoots Hooch packs a stronger wallop than all 10 of my knuckles. Could beef you up, sharpen your tongue, or knock you out cold. No telling till the first drop hits your gullet.
You are only selling me more on this. Yes, I'll take my chances on the hooch.
Damn! The gal knows what she wants. First one's on the house. So, don't come bawling to me if your big toes fall off or your tongue coils in a knot.
I'm gonna hold on to this until I don't need to have my wits about me.
We will continue dancing.
A Githyanki. Last one I serviced blessed me with a bruise and a smile. Eyes of steel, bearing to match. I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip. She gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you?
Not my first choice, but I wouldn't say no.
Of course you wouldn't. Who can resist the pleasure of the strap once leather meets flesh? It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin.
Why'd you bring it up then?
That blacksmith was paying me to...
Oh, I see. Your bodyguard was back here the whole time. And let's see what torture this one wants to inflict. I'm ready for you.
Come to pay your respects to the real lady of the house, I see. What a clever creature you are. It's your lucky day. I am receiving compliments at this time, and you are most welcome to make an offering.
Why should I?
Good things come to those who are forthcoming, but only if they make it count.
Sure. I think I've got better things to do than compliment a cat who's just gonna bully me anyways.
Then perhaps you would like to go and do them. Get thee hence.
Oh, that one wasn't too bad actually.
Playing his version of High House of Wonders again.
Ugh, I hate new boys. I don't understand why there's such a type for so many.
A new face? Looking for another chapter of dirty law for your biography?
And is that your partner with you? What a gorgeous couple. Perhaps we could come to an agreement.
Oh, okay. Agreement, you say? What kind of agreement?
We want both of you, silly, at the same time.
A brother and a sister at the same time? Yeah, no. You do your thing, but that's not mine.
Really? Okay, if it's not yours, it's not mine. So, thanks though.
A shame. But either one of us will be ready for you, if you wish to have us.
Still got it.
Good rumple. There are scant few customers today. This might end up being the first day in years I end with my hand alone for company.
The two men bark softly to each other. A single name reaches your ears. Nine Fingers. It's a name you know. Nine Fingers is the head of the Guild, a criminal organization operating inside Baldur's Gate.
We, talking about Nine Fingers over there? Because, you know, I've got business with her.
Oh, yeah. Seems everyone's got business with her. Heard the gal met her match.
The new kingpin? All meat and muscle, that one. And wild as a werebear. If he's looking to oust Nine Fingers, my blade's got his back.
Sounds messy as the ninth hell. Must be why she called us to help.
Is that right? The way I heard it, you Zent cut a deal with the new... Hold on. Hey, you still lurking about? I don't remember inviting you to the party.
And I don't remember asking. I'm just looking to join the guild. How about you point me the way?
Look, this subject's not safe. You selling your services, beat feet to the guild hall. Lower City, Basilisk Gate, guild hall. And that's all you're getting from me. Now scram! The chat's officially closed.
No worries. There is a locked door back here with my name on it anyways.
Come on, open up. Let's see what you're hiding.
You have the key to my
What was going on down there? Huh. We interrupted something.
Halt! Oppressor! I am reclaiming the victuals in this basement for the good of ratkind.
I'm also here to do that, actually.
Then, you're one of us. You believe in the equal distribution of food, regardless of species?
Oh, wait, no, I actually do. Yeah, you should definitely rise and overthrow those oppressors while you're at it.
We shall. We will fly in the face of the oppressors and their foolish laws. Leave no crust unnibbled.
I'm so glad I came down here. You are awesome.
There's no time to waste. Seize what you can carry.
As if I didn't do that already.
Not that type of service down here, love. I've got a husband. And you ain't my type.
Oh, come on. I could show you pleasures your husband never could.
Yeah, I've heard it all before, pudding. Now clear off.
Pudding.
That was the finest.
Alright, let's call it a night.
You wish to consult me?
Well, I know you're going to tell me anyway, so I figured I'd get ahead of it. What are your thoughts regarding Raphael's deal?
I do not want a devil to hold my fate in his hands any more than a god. Aren't you tired of bowing and begging for scraps of power from your patron? I say we put the devil from our minds and trust in ourselves. If anyone should have the power of the crown, it should be us.
I don't bow and beg much. Why don't you join me and stop talking?
Admirable ambition. But you must make room for me first.
Swap out with Jaheira.
Then let us go forth and conquer. Or something to that effect.
You'll have to forgive me, but I'm struggling to understand why you'd agree to just hand over the crown. Especially for a bloody hammer.
Well, it's not just any hammer, and don't worry, I said what Raphael wanted to hear. I have no intention of giving him the crown.
I'm glad to hear it. But you realise we can't just tell him we changed our minds. For now, our plan must remain the same. We go to Sorcerer's Sundries and learn about that crown. And pray the devil doesn't get there first.
Or the plan that doesn't take us to a bookstore.